Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. Now, before we're gonna do this attack, there are a couple of things that I want to take a look at. One, there's some new features in. Like here, there's taxes, which can get you a consumer goods factories and research time, all that kind of crap. So we need to activate these, because we're going through versions, so this might be a bit broken on occasion. And we need to get the regulated like that, because we cannot go in our country make a decision to go with closed borders. Minus 30% monthly population. We have very little manpower. We are not in a state of we can clearly attack the enemy. So we need to go with light regulated because we need that monthly population increase boost. It's not going to be much, but we need it. Also, I think first things first, we've got to get our conscription laws up. Because as it currently exists, that's not going to be possible. So, luckily, we have a lot of factories, so we can actually afford to, build some. Let's start with 3. Match the amount of civilian factories. I think that's a good start. Let's see. That's all what we about need in reality. Now there's a couple of islands around. I think I built on those, alright. So there are a couple of harbors where we're gonna be improving also, and some airfields and all kind of crap. So yeah, I'm gonna put off the attack on Algeria. What most likely is gonna happen, by the way, when we attack Algeria, because they're not in a faction, they're gonna join a existing faction that is large. I'll give you a guess. It's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be Luruskis. Is it a problem? No, it's just something that... By attacking Algeria, I will instigate World War III. It's that simple. Let's get some green laser sights. Because they're useful. I'm actually gonna do something very quickly, because this is, I think, something supposed to be active. There, you always have a tax law. You always have a immigration policy. At least I think that's the case. We're gonna save real quick. I'm actually gonna check what the England baseline is, because yeah, the thing is, I want to check. I just want to check if it has a baseline or not. So the UK, England. There we go. It's the UK. I'm sorry, it's not England. So yeah, England's normally moderate and heavily regulated. Okay, so that's fine. I just want to check that real quick. I'm not gonna actually add it on to our nation by hand. I say, wait, why? Why would you do that? Because it clearly says it's supposed to have it. Yeah, but none of the other countries in the world currently have a system like that active. When we look at Paris, I don't think we can actually look at it. Well, I can actually. Just tag FRA. See, they don't have it. So, yeah, tag A. So, let's not, cheat ourselves into something. Also, we've got some missing equipment, because apparently a matter change was that mechanized divisions now need light tanks added onto it. So, let's start building light tanks. Now we're gonna flip around this a little bit. I'm also gonna think this is all fine. We definitely need a lot more of you, so there we go. Also, I'm using a new window here, as you might have noticed. I don't know if I like it yet, so we'll stick with it for now. But that's about it. Okay. So there it is. I'm not going to attack yet. One, I want the light tanks in these divisions before I want to go do anything. I want advanced artillery. That's always nice. Now, this is not 2010, so this is only about a year. Half a year ahead of time, so I'm going to research it because we're running out of research, actually. I'm not even joking. That's not ahead of time, so, you know, at some point you gotta get it. Alright, we got a 17k now. How do we gain more manpower all of a sudden? Ah, whatever, who gives a shit. Probably because I cancelled one of the things here. Anyway, how much do you need? How much do we need to be even up to? Alright, it's gonna take you a very long time due to very low production of tanks. This going will go up by a lot. Alright, encryption. Let's research decryption. And while we're at it... Okay, so that's level 5. What is the research for level 6? That's in 2 days. Okay, that's good. Okay. Bump it up. Alright, so this is gonna be about 200 and something days ahead of time. Yeah, you know what? Let's get ourselves a gun. So this will arrive in 2007, which gives us a short period of a minor advantage because at the time I probably need to flip a few factories around. Hopefully we'll have a few factories that are useful, but actually I might want to switch you at some point, but we gain very little political power. You might have noticed this. This is due to the fact that we're part of the European Union. Brexit did not happen yet, so yeah. One of you commented that this is the wrong guy. Tony Blair should not be there, but Cameron, I think. Did you say? I can't remember if you said Cameron. I think this will be maintain Tony Blair due to the fact that I don't think there's death on political leaders. There's no aging system behind it, so yeah. We're not going to go for national focus. There's a little bit of new stuff around the liberalism because there's like a million forms of liberalism. All of them have got their own problems. Oh, how topical. Well, let's get our entertainment guns. 92 days, that's all fine. And yeah, now we at least gain a little bit of a decent amount per day. And then we're gonna up this, well, preferably to extensive, probably, yeah, extensive conscription is actually something that I think is going to be realism. This will be like 8 times the amount we have now of our population. So that's going to be a lot. I don't think it's going to be... okay, but we can actually check that. We're going to go from 0.5% to 1%. We'll add on 1... This times 3, that's 36. 46. 54. Yeah, but my math is bad. Yeah, I know. Don't think. Don't. Yeah, it's shit. Oh, I got a lot more political advice apparently. Yeah, but why would I do that? Because most of them are. Huh. Okay, whatever. Might be broken, but no. Alright. Yeah, see, that was wrong with that. We're now already at 500,000 with a monthly growth of 600, so that makes a lot more sense. And it's quite amazing. So yeah, let's research some lovely equipment. So I'm gonna go for one more, up it to the extensive conscription. And then we'll go to war, because I think then our nation will be ready to go and, you know, do the proper war thing. Actually, I think we need to research a tank. A light tank, because I forgot that we, you know, started producing light tanks. So yeah, a couple of reforms. This is only 25 political power, not going to be worth it. This is automatically skipped. This is completely useless unless I want a little bit more opinion of my own, you know, guys. It's about 50. We gotta go at least down this, and I'd probably go with either leftist doctrine, progressive doctrine, or social democratic doctrine. I really don't give a crap about any of it. 300 something days. There's probably some more useful research that I could do, like air and that kind of crap, but we don't really produce any air at all, neither Navy, so... Yeah. You know what? Let's get 3 more heavy cruisers. I think we can afford it now, so... Right, you two get out. Heavy cruiser, 1, 2, 3. I need Atlantic Fleet, and I believe we can have 2 more King George battleships. Also going to the Atlantic Fleet. No, I don't know this for sure. 3 more actually. Alright, awesome. Awesome. Oh, do I need to upgrade this? I don't think I do. Let's take a look at entries. This is all being ahead of time. This is wrong quite significantly. So yeah, perhaps if I I should have researched that. I would have researched that. So I need 1 oil. Well, US, you can have. Please give it to me. Right. And we're building all the harbors to improve supply and all that kind of crap. So we're building 6 ships. We should be building 6 ships. And I will add on the convoy thing again for when they're done. So this will be within this year. That's light tanks finished. Always awesome when that happens. Let's take a look at tanks real quick. This is 2010. Yeah, I'm not using these, so why would I research them? This is 2018, so that is stupid. Well, actually, that's 3 years, and we'll get it almost 10 years early. Yeah, that's a balance problem if I've ever seen one. This will be next year. We'll get just 2 years early. This will get it in 2000. Okay, so this is 2007. This will become 2009. That's still 9 years early on Challenger 2Es. That might actually be worth it. We'll go for the General Domestic Scout, because this is a research that, you know, it's gonna take a long time, but I think it's gonna be worth it. That'll be a bit of a weird choice, but yeah, I think it's gonna be useful. Almost said useless. Oh no. We can go to war economy at some point. First, I want that manpower. There we go, 1.62 million of us. Woo, that works. So mechanized and light tanks, that's what we need for these divisions. And train. Let's make 7 of them. Let's see, what do I need? Just a lot of tanks and motorized. So let's up tank production. We're gonna need a lot of more production, I think in total. And that's definitely not a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing. I think these harbors are not as important as I think they should be. So let's just move those all down. I want that Gibraltar airfield. Do I? No. I want the military factories to start working on a couple of things. And I think that will be more than enough military factories, so the rest we're gonna go for civilian. And we say, wait, why are you not building any ports? Well, because we're Navy, It's not going to be that important, I think. I think, just, you know, might be wrong about that. Let's see. I wish there was an easier way to navigate this menu. Trying to balance this out. So about 6 military factories. As to produce with 3 at the same time. We'll end 6 of those. Yeah, that seems to be a fairly good balance. That will, you know, that's a lot of work, so. Right, military factories being finished and everything. So soon we're gonna a bit of an access of them. Gonna first do all of you. Alright, research. Recon companies. Woo! It's good to yeah, to be here, and this is gonna be, I don't know what's gonna be, but it's gonna be painful either for us or for the enemy. But it's gonna definitely cause world tension to cause a major world war, the prevention of the Algerian problem. I think it's purely because we are a large faction. If I call in my own faction, I don't know, perhaps if I don't call in my own faction, it might not happen. I don't know. Awesome. Alright. We'll go for... Well, first I think I'm gonna go... So I'm gonna go for open country because this gives me the weekly national unity. This is problematic, but I'll go for lightly regulated. This is about opposite what I would expect the English population to want after the Brexit results. Which really was heavily influenced by migration, apparently. I don't know, I'm not from England. So far, the only thing Brexit has done has caused a very large divide in the nation. And 3 people resigning. 2 of the major guys that wanted to lead, that led the campaign, resigned, which the world looked with it. I think a large part of Europe just face palmed when the aftermath of Brexit. Yes, go the Norway route. Even Norway doesn't like the Norway route. And why would you? You're part of a system in which you have no way of changing it. If you don't like a system, but you have to be part of it some way or another, you better be a full part of it instead of a non-participant, but still being a part of it. What I'm talking about is that Norway still is within the trade regulation, is the open market within the EU. That means no tariffs need to be paid between traveling between of goods between countries, which is very beneficial. There are a couple of laws that go with these goods, guys, because we've got a European standard. If you want to transport these goods to the country, they need to abide by European law. Now, if you are a full member of the European Union, you have people representing your country in the European Union. If you are just a member of the open market of Europe, you don't have any people representing you in the European Union. I.e., if a trade law gets made by all the members of the European Union, only those that are part of the Union and not just those, and not also those of the open market, can influence the decision that's made. So, Norway, as not being a part of the European Union, but that is a part of the open market, has to abide by all laws made by trade laws by Europe if they want to trade within Europe, but they cannot influence those laws whatsoever. So, thinking with that logic, what will be the better deal? Being in the European Union or not being in the European Union if you are trading with them, if you're heavily dependent on that trade? Because Norway could say, I don't know if they can actually, they could say, okay, we don't want to trade. We don't want to be part of the open market anymore. They could do that. I don't know what the benefits of it would be, but I don't know anything about Norwegian exports. I don't even know what they're exporting. Besides energy. And blonde Vikings. Ladies and women. I have no clue. I know very little about... Well, Sweden has a lot of steel. I think they've got about the largest part of the steel and iron production in the world currently. It's all up there. And I don't know about Norway. I think it's a lot of electricity. I would assume so. Maybe we're wrong. Wow, we went in a massive surplus all of a sudden. How does that work? Whatever. Very low taxes. What's the benefit of high taxes? Less consuming good factories. Right, right. So we've got 3 military factories. We're gonna start adding them to... First to them, then to them, then to them. Right. Need more oil. That's a bit overkill. Right, so we have a 41% number of our total factories to be expected to be used for consumer goods. Yeah, that's the downside, but our research will go fast. Look at that, we skipped about... We managed to take off about 200 and something days. Oh, we're gonna go fast for all that research. Now, I think I've got all the laws that I want in our current position. Yeah, I might gonna go for war economy actually, because it's just another 10% off, which, you know, will free up about 9 factories. So yeah, I think that's a good thing to do. Yeah, that's good. There is no way to go for, but no reason to go for service by requirement, as it will double our recruitable part of our population that can be recruited, but let's see. We have a total population of... I have no idea. It doesn't say. Huh. Okay, surprising. So these used to last 100 days. They now last 70 days. So that is definitely worth it. That's about 1/3 being kicked out. Hells to the years. 1.6 million people, and we have a growth of 1.7k a month. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. I don't know if it's probably not sustainable, because I don't think there's any way that you can sustain an army without... you know what? Countries like Russia might actually be able to sustain losses in war. Major reactionary rally changes popular reactionary, whatever. Alright, there's night vision ahead of time. And all support battalions are being researched. Why not just get MPs in there as well? What the hell? Chromium. Okay, got that. Right, so I think we're once again in territory of ahead of time. Okay, that's not that far ahead of time, so that's fine. Alright, so you can also go with this one. 98 days, so I think all just peachy. And then I think we go for what? Actually, I'm gonna go for military truck production because it's legitimately useful. Heavy mechanized. Oh, that might just speed up a couple of things. I think I'm gonna go and get the reckless progress, just another 5% off our research timers, which is nice. We got a minus. We're only, look at that. We'll end up at almost 60%. And over 60% for specifics, so that is pretty good when you think about it. A little bit of steel. We'll get it. Alright, there we go. War economy. Well, I could go for... Oh, we're ready for free trade, so... Let's get military truck production, and then we'll go for There's no point in that. This might be nice. Individual freedom, path of liberty. And then we'll go for, let's see, social democracy, progressive democracy, or leftist doctrine. Now, I don't know what any of these... Let's see. Wait, is that supposed to be Nigel Farage instead of Alexander Havelock? It's number 7. I thought Farage was part of it, but who cares about Farage? Alright, so it's 2010, that's a bit much, isn't it? 174 days. Gotta pick up that. I actually forgot something. At least get the new equipment in. And speaking of new equipment, I forgot these. Alright, so let's just go with that. That should work. What I don't like is that there is stuff without any production. Right, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. There we go. That works. Okay. It's a bit oddly balanced, but that will work for me. Chromium, not gonna go from you, not good, definitely go from you. Turkey is part of the NATO system. What else do we need? Need more steel. Well, the US is still exporting steel. And alright. Nice. And with that, I am gonna end the video. I am also gonna go for these tanks. Actually, no. I'm gonna go for some research first. I'm gonna speed it up. There's nothing here, nothing here. Get some naval ships going on. Anyway, with that, I'm actually gonna end the video. I wanna thank you guys for watching and see you guys next time. Have a very good day. Bye bye.